That's going to be the next thing we do. But it was also suggested in the comments, wait a minute, I forgot something. Backtrack, reverse that. Well, highly ho there, neighborinos. Greetings from Fairfield. Welcome back to the channel. But if you're new to join us, I'm Rich, and down there filming is Miss Kendra. And well, we're trying to restore this cool old Victorian house. Because she still has and needs a lot of work. And so as things start warming up, we're going to start addressing some of our projects outside, getting ready for painting and repairs, starting probably here. Not today's video, but we do need to address this problem because these balustrades are just crumbling apart. These things are just terrible. But these are also not original, because back in 1989, I don't think I'd mentioned this before. Back in 1989, a drunk driver decided to use the house as a truck stop and came driving up from the intersection and slammed into the front of the house, destroying the staircases. These were originally all concrete. So if we could find some better pictures of what this looked like before the accident, we might consider looking into the possibility of restoring this back to its original concrete form, because these balustrades here are 4 years old. And so they're just not lasting. These things are just terrible. We've already had 3, 4, 5, 6 rotted out already, just in the 4 years we've been here. And so this is not lasting very long. And you know, our lawn guys ran into our newel post, so this is all busted up. And so they're no longer our landscaping guys. And so now I'm on my own lawn. But speaking of landscape, you might remember last week we were talking about a landscape drawing that we found in the house when we moved in by an architect out of Des Moines, landscape architect out of Des Moines by the name of F.E. Peace. Some of you in the comments suggested we reach out to the Iowa State University, which I did. And they actually have a department, historical agricultural department, for this specific thing. But surprisingly, they had never heard of them, which is really surprising considering how many projects he's done throughout the state, including our Parsons College here. And with a little more digging, I actually found that when he came here in the 1920s to do the college, it wasn't the first time he came to Fairfield, and was surprised to find this entry from 1905 that he was hired to design our town square. Back in 1902, it went from a circle to a square. Not sure exactly what he did. Maybe we might find some things in the city archives about maybe exactly what he was involved with here. So that makes following Mr. Peace's plan that much more special. So that was a fun find. And a big thank you, shout out to another one of our viewers, Theo. Thanks, Theo, who did a deep dive in Ancestry.com and dug up a bunch of information on some of his ancestors. And so we don't find anything about Mr. Peace, but we do find his mother, his father, and a couple of his brothers. And so one of the brothers is actually buried up in Des Moines, which no surprise since that's where they lived. But not our guy. So I contacted that cemetery to see if he was left out of the entry on Find a Grave, but they had no record of him. Next up was the father, who was buried up in Minnesota. And so I checked with their historical society up there, and though they didn't have a Frank Peace buried there, they did have the obituary to his father, and he died in 1926, which was around the same time we think he drew up the plans here. So they're going to send me a copy of that obituary, and so maybe that'll, yield a few clues as to where we go next. But in the meantime, following Mr. Peace's plan, we started with some shrubs up here near the house, and we planted about a dozen of these Cabernet barberries. These only grow about 2 feet in diameter, so we don't have to worry about this happening again. And in the spring, well, most of the year they're going to be green, Then in the summer, they're going to turn a red, dark burgundy. So it'll match the color of our house. And then in the fall, they turn a bright orange, which is going to look fantastic for Halloween. And then as soon as they get big enough, we can put bush lights over them, and then we can light the whole bottom side for Christmas. So that's a win-win. But before we start planting more, we got to address this problem, because these porch skirts are in absolute terrible shape. The paint's just flaking off of them, and they're just all kinds of loosey-goosey. They just sit there and flap and fall apart in the wind. We already had one of them fall down. And so really, before we go planting in here and having to tip through the tulips to address this problem, I think we're going to start a new project. And so, well, since we started restoring this back kitchen porch at the end of last summer, figure this is a good place to start. So we're gonna drop these skirts and start here. I want to move this because this looks kind of dumb. We're gonna mount this up underneath the porch because we do plug our Christmas stuff in there. And then, I don't know, maybe do something with this. This is getting painted. And these need to be repaired because when we moved in, this whole area was just completely overgrown. We had a tree growing up through the back staircase, which I ripped out. And let's cut to a quick little montage there and show you what that all looked like. So I had suggested in the comments that we plant lilacs, and well, that happens to be Miss Kendra's favorite, and so we actually do have plans to plant at least 4 lilacs, and we actually have one that you might have missed in last week's video because there was so much stuff growing up around it. And so before we start planting the rest of them, we want to uncover and sort of reveal that other one and get that all spruced up. And we've got our daughter over there on the other side of the house working on that. And so while I get this project started, why don't you go check in with her and see how that's coming along.
Hello.
I'm trying to look for my phone. Have you seen it? But anyways, picture this. You have an app, right? That identifies plants. Picture this. That's the name of the app. Take a picture of it and it identifies the plant and everything about it.
So you have to take a picture of the plant, get it in focus. It scans said plant, and it gives you what the species is, if it needs attention. If it's healthy, it'll just say healthy, where it is located, seasonal spotlight, and it gives you pictures and characteristics of the flower or fruit or whatever plant you put in. There's also a care profile to show what you need to do to take care of it, the conditions it flourishes in, how-tos, how to prune it, how to water it, kind of thing, and common problems that happen with said plant, different uses, and even the history of the plant and the name story, symbolism of what this plant means. You can also go to My Garden, which is just a bunch of plants that you've saved that you want to keep tabs on, and Snap History is just where you have history of the snaps.
So, this entire bush, we want just the lilac. All this, I don't know. All this, lilac. So, what I do is find what plant I want to identify, take a picture, wait, and it tells me common lilac, also known as lilac, French lilac, and a bunch of different other common names. All this, we don't know.
Yeah.
So, going for another picture, this is an American elm, surprisingly, underneath all this lilac. So,
What's that?
if it'll work with me, this mulberry, I believe. It is.
What's this?
I believe we already went over this. Either American elm or red something. I think it's red oak? No, red eastern red bud, which is the tree that was over there.
Okay, that is.
So, taking a picture, if it'll stay still, common snowberry.
Ooh.
I believe this is still the lilac, because if we look at the leaves, it matches the rest of this. Still lilac. Just branching out a lot. Again, mulberry from the front. This is the flowering stuff, the common snowberry, I believe, because of buds. So just a whole bunch of something where it's supposed to be just lilac. And of course, we get this. Almost looks like something out of a Disney film. An August lily.
Ta-da! Good job, guys. Like I said, lilacs. So I think Mr. Peace would be quite pleased. Anyway, we're gonna get 4 more planted, at least 4, back on the back side, but kind of gotta wait until the neighbor finishes cleaning up his mess. Find out what he's doing. But in the meantime, coming along pretty nice. You wanna find out what I got done?
Yeah, what'd you get done?
That's a great question for next week's video.
Bye.